Hey guys, what's up? I've been playing a lot of the Hunted mode in Contagion, and I wanted to share with you some of the tips that I've learned from playing the game. First up is an obvious one for a multiplayer game, but it can't be stressed enough how much value there is in learning the map. Knowing where to duck for cover if you're being followed by an enemy survivor, player zombie, or zombie horde is essential for living more than a few minutes in a round. If you've been playing for a while, learning the map is relatively easy. Just see what the major landmarks are, and memorize where they are in relation to each other. If you really want to get tactical, learn the street names as well for the maps that have them, but knowing where the landmarks are is more than enough for most situations. Even though the map changes areas through randomization, you'll be able to know alternate routes around the area to successfully navigate the map. This one I learned through experimentation. Sometimes you can see objects in the environment that you can jump on to get through even higher places. The most common thing I do is jump on something that is in front of a fence that I use to get past the fence without having to go around it. This is really useful if you're trying to get away from an enemy survivor or player zombie. It can either delay them or lose them entirely. It doesn't always work, as sometimes you'll run into some invisible walls, but try jumping around to see exactly what you can jump on, and it will greatly improve your maneuverability. Take your time in each round, only run when you have to, or if there are no zombies around. Running attracts zombies to you, and since they can follow you for a while, they might lead observant enemy survivors to your trail. Moving slowly also might make other players not see you, or mistake you for a zombie, giving you an extra second to line up a killing shot before they realize you're actually an enemy survivor. It's easy to think the AI zombies that crowd the maps are no threat given how easy they are to kill. But even just one can pose a serious threat if you're not careful. Aside from making a lot of noise, AI zombies can quickly swarm you in a corner and kill you. Stay away from large groups of zombies, and when you have a moment, kill any individual zombies that are following you, especially the fast-moving ones, and preferably with a melee weapon. If a zombie is blocking a path you want to go through, try using a stealth kill with a melee weapon. Doing this will help you to avoid getting caught in the middle of a group of zombies, and not having to worry too much about your flank should you need to retreat the other way. Using your phone is essential to surviving in Hunted mode. It acts as your motion tracker of sorts, allowing you to see whoever is nearby. Have your phone out as much as possible, and only switch it out with a weapon if you know where an enemy survivor is or you need to kill something. Also, don't ping players with the phone unless you are having trouble finding them, or if they have already pinged you. It may be that the survivor you see on your phone doesn't have their own phone out, so you might be able to get the drop on them. Compare the names that you see on the phone with the scoreboard, so you can tell if you are dealing with a survivor or a player zombie. Using the phone properly ensures that you are rarely taken off guard.
That's what you got.
It's important to scavenge at the beginning of the round to get more powerful weapons, but don't overdo it. Get at least one power weapon and a couple of boxes or mags of ammo, then start searching for enemy players. If you happen to find an assault rifle right away, you're pretty much set for the round, and don't need to waste time looking for more weapons. Knowing the map can help with this, as you will know where weapons usually spawn. You really only need a few magazines per gun in each round. Scavenging quickly in the beginning of the round gives you the chance to catch a player off guard who is still trying to find more weapons. If you're playing the game right, you should really only be firing your gun a few times per minute. Gunfire is a double-edged sword, and while powerful, it attracts zombies to you and alerts observant enemy players to your position. Only fire at enemy survivors when you have a clear line of sight to them, and only fire at zombies if you really have to. Aside from using your phone, listening is perhaps the best way of locating enemy players. Gunfire can be heard from far away, but survivors also make sounds opening doors, getting hit by zombies, using melee weapons, and reloading. The sound system in Contagion is good enough to tell you which direction these sounds are coming from, so use that in combination with your knowledge of the map to figure out where exactly the enemy players are. The most dreaded enemies in Contagion are without a doubt player zombies. Knowing how to identify a player zombie amidst all the other zombies is an essential skill needed as a survivor. Player zombies often have more directed paths and move much faster than AI zombies. If you see a zombie strafing, that is a dead giveaway that that is a player zombie. If you manage to catch a player zombie idle or AFK, they have a unique hunched over idle animation that is not seen with the other AI zombies. Whenever you spot a player zombie and see that it has noticed you as well, do your best to dispatch it as quickly as possible, ideally from a distance. Shotguns are the best in this regard, but automatic weapons are just as good. Stay away from using single-shot weapons to kill them, as player zombies like to bob and weave through gunfire, and the firing rate of these weapons is usually not enough to compensate for their dodging. You can also run away, but only do so if you have the ability to close a door on them, as player zombies are smart enough to track you for a long time. Oftentimes you will see a group of zombies attacking an enemy survivor. Use this to your advantage to get the drop on him. Either use them to make the survivor waste his ammo, or as a distraction while you line up a killing shot. Zombies are also another useful tool in tracking other survivors. If an AI zombie is walking towards a particular direction, or breaking open a door, that means an enemy survivor has passed by them recently. Follow these zombies from a distance, and you might find a survivor at the end of the trail. Camping may seem like a good strategy at times, but it won't get you any points, and AI zombies will eventually find your position. Moving constantly gives you more opportunities for getting points and makes the game more interesting. After you kill one survivor, move to another location. The shots you use to kill that player may have attracted zombies or other survivors to that area, and the player you just killed may be coming back to that spot as a zombie for revenge. Moving around ensures you always have the enemy guessing where you are. These are just some of the general tips I have to share with you all. There are plenty more, particularly in regards to specific weapons or maps. If you have any tips you'd like to share, post them in the comments below. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful in some way. I'll see you guys next time.
Well, fuck me, I expected more.